Hey, what's up? This is Boogie Panda, and today is going to be the fourth episode of How to TW as an Archer. And this episode is going to be a little more general. And the title of this episode is The Importance of our Hotkeys. This episode doesn't only apply to archers, it applies to all classes. But yeah, I'm just going to go through why it's important to have hotkeys and even what is hotkeys. Now, what I mean by hotkeys is using your keyboard to activate skills and such. So by default, PWI has the numbers 1 to 8 or 1 to 9 for one of your skill bars, and the F1 to F8 or 9 for the other bar. So whatever skills or items or whatever it is that you have over those slots, you can use the corresponding key to activate them. Now, why is it important to use hotkeys? Well, firstly, it's quicker. So drawing an example from our wizard gameplays, for the Sutra combo, for those of you who don't know, is the skill that makes wizard channeling 0% for 6 seconds. I typically use that. I have like a special set of hotkeys for that. I change a set of hotkeys and then just go F1, F2, F3, F4, F2 again, and that's my combo. Now, if I was using a mouse to do that, I probably would not be able to get the fourth skill in, because F1 is Sutra, so F2, F3, F4, and by then I probably would have clicked the third skill, so on my F4, and I probably would not have time to go back to the F2 and click on that skill. So that's one advantage. And also defensively, Expel is a very popular skill against assassins because they have crazy DPS. I have Expel set to Shift and F. Some of you might have it differently or not, just don't have hotkeys set up for it at all. But yeah, like if a sim pops on you and your gear is not like up there, you're probably going to get shredded to death within 2 or 3 seconds. So it's very important to be able to select yourself and expel yourself ASAP. So I use my mouse to select myself, or I can use escape to select myself and shift F. If you were clicking, you'd have to click yourself and then click on expel, and the distance your mouse travels would probably mean that you're dead, even if you're the most accurate person with a mouse click. So yeah, there's less clicking involved if you use hotkeys, and it's a lot more precise. I mean, I think most gamers can touch type basically. So if you know exactly where your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keys are, you know where your F1 key is, F5, F4 keys are, and yeah, like you can just assign keys to any of those skills. And while we're on the topic of genies, somewhat, just so you guys know that the genies already have a pre-programmed set of hotkeys. A faction mate of mine, who's a rank 9 barb, fully plus 10 with Vitstones, who I shall not name, but his name rhymes with Teddy and Bear, did not know that Shift and F1 was the default hotkey for the first genie skill. So yeah, like even if you don't wanna, even if you don't wanna have your genie skill set to like a hotkey bar, you can still set it just by going through the customization menu, which is set to K by default. So Shift 1 is your first genie skill, Shift F4, Shift F1 is your first genie skill, Shift F4 is your fourth genie skill, etc, etc. Yeah, so like keys are easy to reach, you basically know where they are, and using a mouse to select target, and you can use your mouse to select the target still, so like look around. You know where you can still select the target while using, like I have my attack set to 5 and my quick shot set to F1. So in TW I can go T screen, select the target, F1, and I know my skill's gonna go off. Or I can go just look around, select a target, and F1. I don't have to look around, select a target, and then double click on that target in order for me to start attacking, which is really annoying on like a moving target. Or I don't have to have my mouse suddenly in the middle of the screen selecting a target, and then all the way down at the bottom to select an attack. And yeah, another advantage is that you can look around while still using hotkeys. So in PWI, you right click on the mouse to look around. So it makes you more aware while still maintaining that ability to either go defense really quickly or offense really quickly. I would suggest assigning your most frequently used skills to the hotkey bar, or have like a rolling hotkey bar where you would change between the different rows of hotkeys depending on different situations. I'm not a big fan of the rolling changing hotkey bar just because I like to remember what skills like if I press F5, I know that's going to be stunning arrow. I don't want to suddenly press F5 and bam, it's like, I don't know, barrage of arrows because I forgot that I changed my list of hotkeys. So yeah, the skills I definitely would recommend to put on your hotkeys are the skills you either use the most or the skills that need really quick reaction time. So something like Expel or Absolute Domain. Yeah, for those of you, and just like kind of like a last note, the PWI hotkeys are really customizable. I would urge you guys to make the most of them. You can basically assign any keys to any of the hotkeys. I think there are only like very few keys that you cannot assign them to. It might work with mouse 3 button and mouse 4, 5 buttons for those of you with gaming mouses. I'm not sure. I don't use those keys on my mouse in MMOs. So yeah, that's my tip for this week. I hope it improves your gameplay. Next episode I'll probably be posting on a Tuesday instead. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next Tuesday.